So today we're discussing feedback on Match.com. And feedback is a concept that I became familiar with 5 years ago and on the World Race, and now I apply it in every aspect of my life. So I didn't think twice about giving some of my matches feedback. Needless to say, feedback is a new concept on Match.com and it's not very well received. A lovely gentleman had contacted me back in December and told me his life story, asked if he'd like to go out sometime. And my life at the time was a little bit of a disaster, and so I did not respond. So when I reconnected with him a few weeks later and apologized and said, I'm so sorry that it's been so long, yada yada yada, thank you for being patient, I'd be happy to reconnect sometime. His response to me was less than grace-filled and was rather passive-aggressive and pretty much saying, I've already heard this song and dance from you, and so if you want to contact me, here is my number, make it happen. So I decided that lovely gentleman needed some feedback. And so I said to him that in my life I was going to need some with a little bit of grace, and it didn't sound like he was a graceful person, and that I didn't appreciate him being so passive-aggressive in his response to me. Ended it very nicely by saying, good luck in your search, whatever. Obviously this wasn't going to work out. Friendly, but yet feedback. His feedback to me, he titled an email to me with the subject line, loser. And then in his email subject he said that he was glad that he did not waste his time or his money on someone as pathetic as I was. And that was it. That was the whole email. Titled loser. Don't forget that part, that he called me a loser. So I got the email and I had, of course, a few possibilities of response. One was to completely ignore it, which you'll be happy to know that I did. The second, though, almost knee-jerk reaction was to call him a loser back, as if I was in 7th grade, and remind him that I'm not pathetic, because I'm anything but pathetic. But I didn't. You'll be happy to know that I did not respond at all and deleted his emails and everything from my computer. But really, he's a 35-year-old man in Atlanta that owns a business, and his retaliation was to call me a loser and tell me I was pathetic. Really?